Who's the greatest magician of all time? Greatest is subjective, so that's hard to answer. But if the question is who's the most successful magician of all time, then the answer is undeniably David Copperfield.
Let's get started right now.
Welcome to the Magic Vault. I'm David Spiegel, and today we'll explore the fascinating career of David Copperfield, the most successful magician of all time. Now, before I pull this story out of my hat, make sure you like and subscribe so you won't miss out on upcoming episodes. What makes David Copperfield the ultimate magic GOAT? It's simple. Measure his success by any standard, and he's the clear winner. Today, we'll cover David's illustrious career, and I'll unveil some lesser-known gems along the way. I'll put his legendary achievements into a modern perspective and answer the question, how does he compare, not just with other magicians, but also with top global entertainers? I'll explore some intriguing, lesser-known facets of David's life, and I have some personal anecdotes and secrets that might have slipped under your radar. Ready for a deep dive into magic's most iconic figure? Time to reveal the secrets. Let's jump right into David's outsized accomplishments. His television specials have earned 21 Emmy Awards and reached a worldwide audience of 3 billion people. As of 2006, Copperfield sold more tickets than any other solo performer in history. Not any other magician, any other solo entertainer. He was the first living magician to receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Oh, and he holds 11 Guinness World Records, but more on that later. How has David Copperfield achieved these amazing records? Why is he the most well-known magician on the planet? What drives a man to not only dream the impossible, but also bring it to life? David's fascination with magic started before he was even a teenager. He began practicing magic at age 10 as Divino, the boy magician, in his neighborhood. At age 12, he became the youngest person admitted to the Society of American Magicians. By 16, he was teaching magic at New York University. Then, at age 18, he left university to play the lead role in the musical The Magic Man in Chicago. This show lasted for 1 year. When he returned to New York, he thought everything would be great. But no, instead, he was starving in his apartment. So at night, he would perform after main acts of shows, so guests could see him as a second act without having to pay. This is where he created his storytelling magic. He also started knocking on doors until he met Joe Cates, who would turn him into a TV star.
And I knocked on a guy's door named Joe Cates, and he took me to ABC and sold me on ABC, and then eventually to CBS for many, many years.
David didn't just wave a magic wand and achieve success. He put in the work. Wanting to capitalize on the success of the Doug Henning specials, ABC aired their special, The Magic of ABC, in 1977. That special starred a young David just shy of his 21st birthday. Now, if you go back and watch this special, you can see that Copperfield brings all his Broadway stage theatrics to the TV screen. The following year, Copperfield appeared in his first Magic of David Copperfield specials on CBS, beginning a run that would last for 23 years. Copperfield's television specials became a cornerstone of his career, captivating audiences worldwide. Copperfield's magic was a staple of primetime television. His 1983 special, where he made the Statue of Liberty disappear, remains one of the most talked about illusions in history. An illusion this size with this level of spectacle didn't just happen overnight. David actually began to understand his audience's preferences after a number of years on TV when he decided to vanish a Learjet.
I vanished in an airplane, and that changed everything. People really enjoyed the big spectacle of it all.
This shot won't cut away. You'll see it as if you were there, with absolutely no camera tricks.
And I was really surprised by it. I thought, you like that, this big illusion, and you don't like all these stories which are so important to me? And they did. They just liked the whole idea of the simple creation, the simple spectacular thing. And the airplane was the first of those events.
The Statue of Liberty is David Copperfield's most well-known illusion. Viewers watched in awe as Copperfield seemingly made the iconic monument vanish, a feat he intended to symbolize the power of freedom and the magic of belief. The special had an estimated audience of 50 million people. To put that into perspective, that's 1/6 of the total population of the United States. As a comparison, magician Julius Dane has about 9.2 million subscribers on YouTube, and Zach King has about 30 million followers on Instagram. During the following decades, Copperfield would garner 38 Emmy nominations for his specials and 21 wins for technical direction, camera work, art direction, editing, lighting design, costume design, and special visual effects. Highlights of his other specials include Floating Over the Grand Canyon in 1984, Walking Through the Great Wall of China in 1986, The Death Saw in 1986, a twist on Magic Gone Wrong where he wound up sawing himself in half, his escape from Alcatraz prison in 1987, and another of my personal favorites, his Niagara Falls Challenge in 1990.
Holding onto a rope and having Niagara Falls 3 feet in front of you. Literally, the water's rushing down like this giant force of nature, literally force of nature, like a curtain in front of you, and splashing you, and with Niagara Falls there, and coming of it. It's unbelievable. No one who gets to experience that, nobody. And the amazing thing is, my hair was totally dry. Magic.
These specials established the benchmark for magic on television. They defined illusion in the latter half of the 20th century and made David Copperfield a household name. Since 1996, David Copperfield has headlined at the MGM Grand Las Vegas, creating a magic empire in the heart of the entertainment capital. His show, An Intimate Evening of Grand Illusion, combines emotional storytelling with jaw-dropping illusions, offering audiences an unparalleled magical experience. Copperfield's Las Vegas show is a testament to his ability to blend large-scale illusions with intimate moments of wonder, making it one of the most sought-after tickets in town. Copperfield's TV specials, his relentless touring, and then his permanent residence in his MGM theater enabled him to set some amazing records, not just as a magician, but as an entertainer. So how many records does David hold? Well, if you're talking Guinness, it goes up to 11. Here's some brief highlights. The largest illusion ever staged. We already covered Copperfield vanishing the Statue of Liberty, but did you know it won an award for the largest illusion ever staged? The concept for this illusion was devised by Jim Steinmeier, who was also a consultant for many other famous magicians, including Harry Blackstone Jr., Lance Burton, and Ricky Jay. Most magic shows performed in a year. In '94, David Copperfield performed 642 shows in the USA, Canada, Mexico, Austria, Switzerland, Holland, and Germany. Of these, 246 were in arenas in Europe and the USA. Currently, he performs 647 shows a year, 2 shows a night, and 3 on Saturdays for over 43 weeks a year, all at age 67. Hear Copperfield answer, why does he perform so much?
I'm not playing basketball. I'm not, it is pretty physical, the show, to be honest with you, because I kind of designed the show to kind of work, to keep agile and to keep very mobile, so that's good. But I like it, I like it. That's the reason. I enjoy the audiences. I watch them.
Most tickets sold worldwide by a solo entertainer, not just a magician, again, any entertainer. For the 20 years from '84 to 2004, Copperfield sold just shy of 40 million tickets to his shows. That's an average of 2 million tickets per year, or approximately 5,500 tickets per day, which is especially amazing to me as I struggle to just get 500 views a day. Highest annual earnings for a magician. The highest earning magician is currently David Copperfield with a pre-tax income from June 2019 to May of 2020 of $46 million. According to the latest Forbes Celebrity 100 list, Copperfield appears at position number 60 on account of his earnings from his many hundreds of magic shows at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada, and the income from his luxury resorts. Let's break down some math of David's performance revenue. His MGM Grand Theater has 740 seats. At 15 shows a week with $100 average ticket cost, that's a cool $1.1 million per week. Then multiply that by 44 weeks a year, and you get well over $40 million from ticket sales alone. On a personal note, I was able to catch a performance by Copperfield at the MGM Grand in 2015, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. One of the cool things about this theater is that the seating is table style, so you can easily enjoy the show with your family or with a group of friends. Copperfield's influence and legacy have also been acknowledged with a knighthood by the French government in the Order of Arts and Letters, a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 1995, and being named a living legend by the U.S. Library of Congress. These accolades not only celebrate his achievements, but also highlight his role in elevating magic to a respected and admired art form. On another personal note, I also saw Copperfield perform in Louisville way back in 1992. The Louisville Magic Club secured a block of orchestra seats, so I was sitting dead center, just a few rows from the stage. I wound up participating in David's graffiti prediction illusion. I was the first person to catch the brick thrown into the audience. So there I was, shouting out my favorite animal. Then David asked me about my favorite color, and things took a turn. I went looking online for a video of this effect, and wouldn't you know it, the one I found shows someone interacting with David the same way I did, by being a giant smartass and choosing a favorite color that David didn't have. Let's take a look.
A tiger, fine. Tiffany, shake up these cans of paint. Shake them up real good. Sir, what is your favorite color? Yellow. What is your favorite color, sir? Blue! Good choice!
David, I've heard that you sometimes watch videos people make about you, so if you or your team see this, I'm sorry I was such an irreverent teenager at your show. Having covered Copperfield's remarkable journey as the premier illusionist of our era, now let's explore some intriguing aspects of his life away from the spotlight. What other stories and secrets does David's life hold? Who's the man behind the magic? Does he ever troll people on Reddit? The answer may surprise you. Beyond the stage, Copperfield's life has been equally fascinating. His engagement to supermodel Claudia Schiffer captured headlines, although the relationship eventually ended. In 2004, Copperfield became embroiled in a dispute with John Melk, the Blockbuster co-founder, over a secretive island land acquisition. Melk accused Copperfield of concealing his famed identity for aiming for a magical discount. Copperfield argued the deal was with his company, Imagination, and that he hid his name to avoid a celebrity markup. The conflict dissolved in 2006 with a mediator helping arrange a settlement. Ta-da! Copperfield purchased the islands of Musha Cay. The newly rebranded islands of Copperfield Bay is open for business, charging guests an eye-popping $37,500 a night. Newsflash, today it's $50,000 a night. Visitors so far include Bill Gates, Oprah Winfrey, John Travolta, and Google co-founder Sergey Brin, who was married there. With everything I do, I want to make people dream, says Copperfield. Transforming these islands into an exclusive resort showcases Copperfield's love for creating extraordinary experiences, not just in magic, but in life. Copperfield also cares about his legacy as a magician. That started with his magic collection, which he says he has spent more than $200 million on, and which he dubs the International Museum and Library of the Conjuring Arts. Here's how he refers to it.
This is the Smithsonian of magic, for sure.
Based in Las Vegas and housing the world's largest collection of magic memorabilia, the museum is a testament to Copperfield's dedication to preserving the history and legacy of magic. More than 80,000 items are housed in this private collection, from Houdini's Metamorphosis trunk to props used by Channing Pollock. It also includes 15,000 magic books, some from the 16th century. The museum and library offers a rare glimpse into the secretive world of magic, honoring magicians who paved the way for artists like Copperfield. While the museum is not open to the public, Copperfield has shared his treasures through private tours, ensuring that the art of magic is preserved for future generations. What are some secrets about this magic museum? First, its presence is disguised.
Copperfield's book is an extension of the private gallery that he's been curating for decades. The outside of the International Museum and Library of the Conjuring Arts is disguised as an homage to Corby's, the haberdashery his father owned when Copperfield was growing up.
And second, like the Magic Castle and my favorite Chicago speakeasies, it has a killer secret entrance.
An effect not unlike the one Copperfield incorporated at the secret entrance to his collection.
In 1982, Copperfield launched Project Magic, a heartfelt initiative designed to aid disabled individuals in regaining their dexterity through the art of sleight of hand, doubling as a form of physical therapy. Recognized by the American Occupational Therapy Association, it has spread its magic over 1,100 hospitals in 30 countries, highlighting Copperfield's commitment to giving back and demonstrating the healing power of magic.
I'd like to teach you some therapeutic sleight of hand that Project Magic uses in hospitals in 30 countries.
To answer one of my earlier questions, no, Copperfield doesn't troll people on Reddit, but he did do an AMA or Ask Me Anything. You can search it up and read his personal answers to fan questions. Despite his global fame, Copperfield has faced his share of adversity, from intense media scrutiny to legal challenges to mishaps and accidents. Copperfield can be found on YouTube recounting moments that his illusions broke down, like the time he had to close the curtains in front of the British royal family mid-flight, or another time when he was doing a rope routine and he scissored off the tip of a finger.
One day I was on stage and I was doing a rope trick. I wasn't paying attention, and the scissors were really sharp, and I cut my finger off.
Most recently, in 2018, Copperfield was sued by an audience participant injured in the Lucky 13 illusion. After hearing testimony and arguments, a jury decided claims against the magician were unfounded and that neither Copperfield nor other defendants in the case should be held liable. Even a magician as spectacular as Copperfield couldn't make all his critics disappear. One of the more common parodies of his work has to do with how he effortlessly materializes hidden objects out of nowhere. Okay, so this is kind of funny because David does make a lot of things appear very theatrically, but we already learned why. It's because that's what the audience loves. He's also great at it, and many other types of magic like sleight of hand and comedy. If you're going to make fun of Copperfield, maybe joke about something he's not good at, like mouth magic. What can we learn from Copperfield's accomplishments? To be the most recognized, most iconic, wealthiest magician for decades, here's what I discovered. Start young. In David's case, age 12. Leverage other audiences, as David did with theater in Chicago, then Broadway, then network television. Use imagination and collaboration. Invent your own illusions, but work with the brightest minds in show business. Be relentless and consistent. Take your act to the people, as Copperfield performed on tour multiple times early in his career, and then performs hundreds of shows a year in his Vegas theater. David Copperfield's legacy is not merely one of personal achievement, but of the transformative power of magic. Copperfield has shown that magic is an art form capable of touching hearts and challenging minds. As we reflect on the career of this iconic illusionist, we are reminded of the enduring allure of magic and its ability to inspire wonder and joy in the hearts of all who behold it. David Copperfield has inspired legions of magicians, showing that magic isn't just about tricks, but about storytelling, emotion, and connecting with audiences on a profound level. His ability to connect with his audience, to make them believe in the impossible, is what truly sets him apart. And yet he also seems to be able to poke fun of himself and magic at the same time.
What's that I see in your ear? Fazzow.
Cool, a coin.
Do you want it?
Yeah, you take it.
Magic!
Beyond the illusions, David Copperfield is a visionary who sees magic as a means to touch lives and inspire others. His dedication to his art form is matched by his commitment to innovation, constantly pushing the boundaries of what is considered possible in magic. Copperfield's legacy is not just in the records he has broken or the awards that he has won, but in the moments of wonder he has created for people around the world. I'm David Spiegel, and I'm glad you joined us in the Magic Vault for another magical journey. Please take a moment to like and subscribe. Until next time, keep the magic alive.